Hey guys, welcome to the Vault. We are back with some more exclusive content. Jason, Leon, and Pierre here. We're joined by John from Good Hats Co. We got some really exciting stuff to kind of preview and show you guys. Hope you guys enjoy. Pierre, take it away.
Hey, well, listen, anybody that knows me knows I've been a collector of hats for many years, right? But I think one of the things I wanted to jump into, I'd say about a year and a half ago, was to create a hat company. And Good Hats was the name. I wanted to create something that was going to not only provide products but also give back, right? We've given things to charities such as the Jimmy Fund, a place called Home that really focuses on the youth in South Central LA. StompOutBullying.org is another organization that we've given back to. And there's a lot more planned in the future. But the whole point was to not only sell things, but to give back to the community, in a meaningful way. And as I was starting that journey, I was on my own when I started. But then I said, you know what? I really like this guy, Jon InkPark. He's okay. He's all right in my book.
Yeah.
He did the logos for Views from the Vault. Fantastic artist. So I reached out to Jon and said, hey, Jon, how would you like to go into this with me? Because I was having him work on the logos for me, right? But then I'm like, hey, why don't we work together on this? And then we created the LLC together. And now we're really cooking. So we started with some New Era caps. Leon's wearing one of them. The Kid, the Giants, JIANTS, right, which was a collaboration with Chris, a guy from the hat community.
Mean Greens.
And Mean Greens was one with John Bear. And then the fourth cap was the Hammer. That was really just John and I trying to create an ode to one of the legendary baseball players, Hank Aaron.
It's up there somewhere
in that thing.
Yeah.
But we started there, and then we branched out into pins, and we started doing a lot of pins because pin culture was taking over and New Era was kind of restricted in terms of what they could do. So we were finding ways to create cool things thanks to Jon, my imagination, Jon's imagination, and Jon's ability to put things into design form. But we both decided that with the recent constraints with New Era, we love New Era. We're going to work with New Era. We're going to work with Mitchell Ness. That's still going to happen. But obviously, some of the supply chain issues have created an opportunity for us to identify a different hat manufacturer that can help us create up to the quality and the standards that we're looking for, right? So Jon, myself, in partnership with Leon, we're exhaustively searching for the right factory, and I think we found it. So I don't think I know, and I think everyone's going to find out that we found it when they do get their hats in hand. So Jon, I'd love it if you took us through the design process of what you're wearing on your head, because it all came together rather quickly. But I think the hats that we're wearing right now are magical.
Yeah, so our first collab together under Good Hats was, we're like, hey, let's do this. We both have a love for hip hop. Well, let's do like a Wu-Tang Killer Bees kind of thing. Of course, you had your W, which was inspired by that. I think someone had said, oh, that kind of looks like the Georgia Tech B. And that was kind of inspired by that. I always like the B logos, all the B logos that have been out there. And from there, we kind of created the Killer Bee. And the Killer Bee kind of was one way. And then as we were getting into like more hat design, I had to change it because, hat design is more of a horizontal canvas than a vertical canvas. And so things had to change, the body, we added the swords and all that stuff. So hence we have the Killer Bee now. And it was quick. The factory that Leon and you guys had sourced, we had so many samples come in. And like you said, man, we just wanted something like a hat that had our branding on it, Good Hats, all that good stuff, and that people could have with the chain supply
and feel familiar with, right? So like we're all familiar with New Era, so we don't want a New Era knockoff, but we want something that feels familiar and comfortable like a New Era hat does. And I'll tell you, if you go in my closet right now, I have 8 samples of this hat that were just from different places that were terrible in terms of what we were looking for. I was like, nah, and John was like, nah, I think I like this one. I'm like, no, I don't like the brim. And we were going back and forth and until we finally got one. And I'm telling you, this wasn't some process that just happened overnight. We were they would have to create these things. They'd send them to us. We pay for them.
Months
Send us
and
a
months,
sample.
yeah.
I'd be like, nope, 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 nope. And then this one, as soon as I got, I'm like, yes, this is the one.
Yeah.
And it says a lot about about what we're wearing on our head, because this wasn't something that was just overnight. It was like, we got to find the right thing. I'm not doing this unless it's right. And I want to show everybody, if that's okay, the embroidery work on this.
Yeah, they did a fantastic job. There's some raised, there's a gold metallic, there's a silver metallic. Just a fantastic job overall. Of course, it has our taping and stuff. Now, this was the first one. We're changing a few things on the next one. Probably a smaller hit on the back. We're gonna have a GH on the side, kind of a small tonal logo on the side. So those are kind of the changes that we did. The taping will be a little bit more linear, but other than that, we're really satisfied as far as the product.
When it comes down to the hat itself,
yeah, it's fantastic.
This thing is fantastic, man. Now we're very detail oriented people, so we're going to look to see whatever improvement we can make from an aesthetic perspective. But in all honesty, you're getting something that feels like that harkens back to like 6 years ago. You're going to put it on. You're going to be like, my God, this isn't too shallow. This isn't too deep. This isn't too this. This isn't too. It's just perfect. Yeah. And I was worried about the one of the biggest things I was worried about, and John will tell you this, and Leon will tell you this too, was the brim.
Yeah.
I said, if I can't curve this brim, if it can't be done right, if it feels cheap, or if because a lot of times what you see is the undervisor just looks cheap.
Yeah.
That's what you end up seeing from these third-party manufacturers.
Less stitching, not as much stitching, the stitching's off.
And the fabric just looks off. It looks like they use some generic, like some, this is perfect. It curved perfectly. The hat is fantastic. So listen, I don't put my name on stuff that's not right. This thing is right. And, and I'm going to go into the particulars of how to get one, but first and foremost, we're going to make sure that if you want one, you're going to get one. So let's say we sell out, which we're going to. There's no doubt we're going to sell out, because there's a large quantity of these, but I know the lay of the land, it's going to sell out. But what we're going to do is make sure we do a pre-order, and that pre-order is not going to extend past 6 weeks at the most. Meaning, once the pre-order closes, we're going to place the order, and then it's going to be here in 5 weeks, and then I'm going to ship them out right when they get into my house, and then it's going to get to people within that sixth week. Yeah. If you want to try that with another vendor, it ain't happening.
No,
not with this quality. It's not happening. So we're going to make sure that if you want this hat, you get this hat. Now, there's a second colorway coming. We're not going to share what that is, but there's a second colorway coming. If you want that one, we're going to make sure you can get that one. And we're going to continue that, because that's what we want. We want people, if they want something, that they can have it.
Yeah, and with the vendor we found, the manufacturer we found, the pre-order after. Now, again, we're not going to have pre-orders without having product. We want individuals to have the product in hand, but if they still want the hat, we have the opportunity to open the pre-order. So that's what's great about this.
Yeah, and we're never going to have a hat that's not in hand to pre-order, meaning we're not going to say, hey, look at this picture.
Mock-ups.
You want this?
Yeah.
Okay, pre-order. No, we're going to have one for you to see. Other people are going to have them, whatever. We're going to have them. You're going to be able to see it. You're going to know what it looks like. You're not going to be guessing. That's the beauty of this. So basically how our cycles are going to work is we're going to create, we're going to order, we're going to sell them. Once they sell out, if there's a good enough demand where people want more, we're going to make sure that we get people the hats that they want. And then we're going to keep repeating that cycle. Yeah. And will some things get retired after time? Of course they will. Yeah. But if you want the hat, you're going to get the hat.
Yeah, we already have quite a few designs lined up. We're excited. The new year's just about to open back up over there, so we're going to be getting some samples made, and just wait till you guys see what else we're doing. It's really amazing. Pierre's had so many good ideas, and it's so nice to have someone a partner that's like, hey, let's do this. Because as a creator, you know, as a freelance designer too, I'm getting bombarded from all different sides. But when you have someone that's creative like Pierre and just feeding you ideas, man, I can design all day.
No, man, my favorite thing is working with all three of you guys in different capacities. So from a views from the vault perspective, Leon and Jason, and from Good Hats perspective, working with you, John, has been outstanding. Like there's not three guys on this planet I'd rather work with than the three of you. But listen, we believe in this product. It's the real deal. And again, our thing is going to be, if you want it, you're going to get one. Just be,
That's
you know, and
awesome.
we're not talking 6 months. We're talking pre-order closes 5 weeks. It's at my house. The 6th week, it's at yours. And I think that's how you have to look at this. It's not waiting forever. So a pre-order, you're not going to forget about the pre-order. You're not going to be waiting a year for something. It's not happening. So we want everyone to enjoy Good Hats. And not only that, for this initial run, I priced them extremely aggressively for this first run at $35 plus shipping, because is that going to be the price forever? No. What I'm doing is I want to make sure that I get them in as many people's hands as possible so they can see how great this is. Because what's going to happen is they're going to end up being $40 or $42. That's what they're going to end up being. But $2 of every hat is going to go to charity. So that's the future of what we're doing. This is just right now. So so I think it's good, man. It's going to give back to the right places in the right way.
And also, you know, those that are maybe asking, well, what about side patches and stuff? So we're also going to be designing a limited run of side patches that you could order on our site, just like anything. And there'll be the guys from Views from the Vault put on some great videos on how to apply those. So each hat that we have will have a specific side patch, and then also a custom pin as well. That's kind of what our little giveaways when you buy a hat. We want to give those extras to those that you know, invest into us. We want to invest back into them.
That's right. Listen, this is great, guys. I really appreciate you guys kind of going through this with us. I look forward to this initial launch and all the launches that are going to kind of come after this one. But listen, if you know, like the model says, the world could use a little good hats, and I think that's what we're going to continue to really deliver on. So I appreciate it, guys. Jason, do you have something before we go?
Yeah. So what you're saying is, if these sell out, you should immediately run to eBay or Grailed and try and find them resell.
Yes, that's what you need. No, none of that.
Oh, okay.
Listen,
Okay.
man, I think
it's awesome that you guys are going to open up pre-orders and just basically keep ordering these until everybody that wants one gets one.
Yeah.
It makes complete sense to me, but I don't run a hat company, so yeah.
But our minimums are really are pretty high, right? So what ends up, we have to order a lot of these, right? So let's say we get to 75% of what we need to get to our minimum in a pre-order. That's fine. I'm gonna get it to that 100% of the minimum, and then I'm just gonna hold on to the rest, and I'm gonna sell them when they, at our leisure, right? So I'm gonna make sure, like, it's not like I'm gonna say, oh, there's only 40, so like we're just not gonna do this pre-order. We're gonna figure a way to do the pre-order. We also have partnerships with a company that will remain nameless right now. That's also going to be selling some of these for some of our customers overseas eventually. So once that happens, that allows even more leverage. So if, let's say, I got 40 pre-orders and, we need X amount more to get to that minimum. Finally, I'm going to see if my partner wants to take those. But we're going to figure it all out. I'm not worried about it.
Yeah. Once you guys get these in hand, you'll see it's well worth it.
One last look.
Double look.
Pin sold separately.
Yeah, pin sold separately.
But that pin you get, right?
Well, no, not everybody. So you're going to get, so it's randomly inserted. Okay. So you get pins. Everyone's going to get a pin and a pin and a sticker or a patch. So meaning every box is going to have one pin. It may not be that pin though. Because that pin, there's a limited amount. So there's that pin, and there's also a special colorway of the Killer Bee that hasn't released yet. So there's going to be one of those 2 pins in every single box, and then either a pin or a patch in every single box.
Exciting.
I mean, a patch or a sticker, sorry.
I like how Jason raises his hand.
Yeah. If I order 2 hats, or say even 3 hats, will I get 3 pins and or stickers?
Yeah.
You'll get 3 pins and a combination of 3 stickers or patches.
Cool.
Yeah.
Exciting.
And they all come in their own box too. So a Good Hats branded box.
Wow.
It's a good box.
Yeah. All right. Well, guys, thank you for all the questions. Thank you for joining us with this. I appreciate it. Leon, big fella, take us away.
Yeah. Make sure you guys are dropping a like on the video, using thevault.com for official merch, goodhats.co for these in the future. Until next time, Jason, Leon, Pierre, and Jon, we're signing out. Stay fit.
See you, everybody.
Peace.
Enjoy 15% off all products with the code VFTV15. Brought to you by VFTV.